Hello and welcome to the first Maximum Power Up video of 2018. I'm Paul. Firstly, before I start this latest pickups video, I wanted to say a massive thank you to everyone who supported us in 2017, be it leaving iTunes reviews, subscribing to the show, downloading it, subscribing to the channel, something that I'm very happy we started to improve on last year. Some new video ideas, a mixture of different content and for different people from the team as well. We had a really good response to the Wolverblade episode, which interview Michael held. He's made an absolutely fantastic old school scrolling beat 'em up. If you've got a Nintendo Switch, which all it's out for at the moment, it's well worth playing. It's one of the first games that I bought for my Switch. Also, we had a really good response as well to the indie games episode done by Phil and Tom. So it's been great to have Tom back on the show after a bit of a break there. He's always busy with Dreamcast related stuff, obviously. And yeah, so really, looking at a few guests for 2018. I'm mad on my magazine talk and everything like that. So fingers crossed we can get some decent guests with some, interesting stories, because I love listening to that. And also it's one of the few times I actually shut up. Anyway, just a few of the things that I have bought recently, be it over the last few weeks. Something that I got off eBay was only a couple of quid. It was an issue of Sega Force Mega Special. Now, this was the best of 1993 games. The magazine folded soon after this. Done by Impact Magazines. So, priced at £3.50 back then. And it was quite a thick magazine, this one. It being a best of, dated January 1994. It's going through, things like obviously the best games of 1993, so John Madden 94. What that going got? 85%, not amazing rating. Sonic Chaos as well, because with this magazine, the Sega Force, it covered Mega Drive, Game Gear, Master System. And even though Master System and Game Gear probably didn't have too much longer in them, there were still some really good games coming out as well. But I'm determined not to spend too much time talking about magazines on this one. One quick review. Guardian Heroes there, one of Phil's favourite games of all time. They've given that 94%. So, yeah, I know that game's got a lot of fans. So, yeah, I had to pick that up because I just thought it's something that I don't really see on eBay very often. Then the other magazines I've got. Now, I keep saying this, that we will end up covering more 8-bit stuff. Because I've wanted to do a Commodore 64 episode for some time. So that is something that, we're working towards. So I did get a couple of issues of Commodore Force. This is issue, I'm sure I've got issue 2 as well somewhere. Yeah, issue 2, dead early. So this followed on from Zap 64. Again, done by, not Newsfield, but it's Newsfield went on to become Europress. Well, Europress bought Newsfield, I think it was. So again, it didn't come with the tapes, this copy, but back then, a couple of cassette tapes. Ollie Frey there doing the artwork as well. This one for Rampart. You can see his his signature down there. So again, Commodore Force lasted about 16 issues. So it didn't do that bad really, because obviously it's going up against Commodore Format, magazine that went on for quite some time, and it's got its massive fan base, and obviously with Commodore Format you can get onto this the fan site. I can't remember the address off the top of my head, but if you search for Commodore Format, you'll be able to see all the PDFs with the backstory behind every issue. It's a really good site. Just knowing I can't remember it off the top of my head. So I got those 2 copies of Commodore Force there. Great to have a look through, and see the later years of Commodore 64, because there's some fantastic games still coming out for it. And then moving on to the couple of Commodore formats that I've got. We've got McDonald Land. This is issue 31, so from April 1993. And then we've got Which issue is it? Issue 38. And this one where it was Mayhem in Monsterland giving it 100% for a game, which seems absolutely crazy. I mean, I remember Total giving Mario All-Stars 99%, probably because he's just thought, well, given things like Mario Brothers 3 such a high score, we had to obviously up that. Just having a quick look now for the Mayhem in Monsterland review. It just shows as well that there's quite a few big games, like you say, still coming out, as just mentioned. I can't see the review at the moment. But yeah, I've been looking through these. Still not a bad magazine, you know, and still decent page content as well. I know the last few issues, you know, we're down to like a pamphlet size, like most magazines go. Anyway, I'm going to move on to a few games pickups. A few Super Nintendo related things. I did pick up Goof Troop. Now, so it's in its plastic wrapper there. $9.95 from my local game shop. Goof Troop's a funny one because it's a game that isn't bad. It didn't have like amazing reviews. I think it was like roughly about, you know, high 60s. And it's a bit of a like adventure, action-adventure game. Like, you know how Zelda is, so it's the same viewpoint. But it's more obviously child friendly, or also perfect for me because I'm crap at Zelda. And it's something that I liked a lot when I was a kid, and it's something that when I first had my Super Nintendo, I did buy and kept it in my collection for some time. So it's not something I've had for quite a while. I know I can play around with it, but I just thought, you know, it's one that I want to add to it. Now, the other things that I've been getting are the company Retrobit. I read on Nintendo Life that they were bringing out a couple of multi-car Super Nintendo games. Multi-game car Super Nintendo games. God, I'm falling off my words. You'll know what I mean in a sec. So they were saying they teamed up like Data East, and they were bringing out 3 for Super Nintendo and 1 for the NES. Now, I don't collect NES games, so that one didn't interest me. But with the Super Nintendo ones, there was 2 titles that I wanted. The third one had Side Pocket, which is a great game, but I've already got it on actual Japanese cartridge boxed. And the other 3 games on that cart just didn't interest me, so I left that one. But I did go for these. So, first up, and these came the other day, Friday. So yeah, the 5th. So first up, I got this, which is Joe Mac Ultimate Caveman Collection. Now, with Joe Mac, I have got it cart only. Really like that game. You know, I mentioned that on the Super Nintendo episode. I think it's just a fun platformer, nice and colourful and everything. So I didn't know what to expect when I got this. It did come with a couple of little extras, which I'll show you in a minute. So with this, it's got 3 Joe Mac games. Joe Mac, Congo Scaper, and Joe Mac 3 Lost in Tropics, a game I've never actually ever played up until this morning, where I just put it on for a quick blast. So, sorry, my throat keeps going. With this, I opened it up. You know, it's just weird opening a new Super Nintendo game, you know, all these years later. Something I never really thought I'd do, because I'm not one for really getting behind things like Kickstarters. So when games like that Nightmare Busters came out, I didn't really get behind that, and, well, other games as well. But with this, because the games that I've actually played before, I wanted to try them. So again, I guess that's so boring here, but box, not in bad condition. It's done the annoying thing though straight away, where it's, you know, creased it a little bit from when you open it. It doesn't seem quite as thick as, you know, the original SNES boxes back in the day. So this is what you get with it. You've got the little sticker, Tyrannosaurus, and then you've also got the instruction manual. Now, the instruction manual is only really 2 pages, as you can see. You know, it's not, I suppose it's one way of keeping it cheap. So just not really telling you too much there. And it also comes with 2 little badges. So that's quite a nice touch. And also it comes with a cartridge with its little cartridge protector. Just show that there. And on the back, just says retro bit there. Now, when I take this out on the machine, so I'm playing it on my PAL SNES, it sort of just, like this bit here, sort of just catches ever so slightly. It's not, you know, annoying, but I've just like noticed it a couple of times. But with this Jomac, it came out when it was pre-order at £35, which isn't that bad, you know, for 3 games, because Ghost Keeper and Jomac 3 can cost quite a bit. You can get Jomac, the first one, for an alright price. But then I got an email the other day, and it was like, oh, you've got the pre-order price guarantee, and you're paying £28 for it. So I thought, that's brilliant, that's a bargain, £28. So I would recommend that one, definitely, and that's on Amazon. I'm not affiliated with us at all or anything like that. But yeah, Jomac, great games. I'm looking forward to actually playing the other 2. And then, the other one we got, not amazing titles, but good value. It is the Jellicoe Brawlers pack. This one's got 4 games on it. So it's got Rival Turf, Brawl Brothers, Rushing Beat, and then Tough Enough. Rushing Beat is also known as the Peacekeepers over in PAL territories. Tough Enough, its Japanese title, is Dead Dance. For some reason though, they've given Tough Enough the English title, same with the others, but Rushing Beat the Japanese title rather than the Peacekeepers. Anyway, so with this one, 4 games on it, 3 scrolling beat 'em ups, so 1-on-1 fighter. Just show that there. Some really nice like artwork and everything, you know, it's really colourful. Again, just show the side of the box, just listing all the games there. And again, you've still got the same issue, you know, with the side tab, just opening it up. And then in here we have got, things are dropping on the floor. This time, a couple of little stickers, like a boss, and I think everyone remembers this. I remember seeing the advert for it, the Hey Punk, are you tough enough? And then you've also got the instruction manual, going through the games. And just open that up, like I say, instruction manual, instruction page of paper. Again, a little bit about the game, show the controls, nice and easy. I mean, it's a funny series because they didn't get amazing reviews, but we got alright ones, you know, and again, all 2-player as well. Now, I played on one this morning. One of them just seemed quite slow, but I don't know if it's anything to do with the cartridge or anything like that, or like the ROM that's on it. I just think it was like quite a slow game anyway, because when I saw reviews of Rival Turf and Brawl Brothers in Nintendo Magazine System, it got quite bad reviews because of things like that, you know, it's not that responsive, and at times it just seemed a little bit sluggish. But yeah, I'm really, really glad that I've still got it in my collection. Oh, you also get 2 badges as well, which are quite nice. Little pin badges. So really, really good value for money, because this one was £35. It didn't drop in price, sadly. But yeah, you can't go wrong, you know, for 4 games. And if you wanted to buy them all singly boxed, you'd be paying a lot more for them. So not too bad at all. So again, go on Amazon, you can have a look at that. The other Data East one that I mentioned though, with a side pocket on, hasn't been released yet, I don't think. I think it's been pushed back. So the sort of listing wasn't showing a date, just says notify me when it's out. So why I've got R-Type 3 playing in the background is that the next one that we're working on, they are doing an R-Type collection with Super R-Type and R-Type 3. So it'll be interesting to see how much you're going to charge for that, because R-Type 3 alone, I spent like almost, about £90 on that. And if you get it in mint condition with instructions, look about 150. So fantastic game, but a pricey one. So there is another option, and I'm happy for trying those out. At some point I will try and do some gameplay footage of them. I just need to get a bit better at that, really. Anything gameplay footage is usually Aaron's domain, because he is a damn sight better than I am. But yeah, that's all for me on that. Again, I said at the start, keep supporting the show. Hopefully I will be getting the movie episode out that me and Aaron recorded at the start of December. You know, I apologise for the lack of audio content going out. It's just a busy month of being ill and work and God knows everything else going against me. Hopefully though, now 2018 off with a bang, and you know, get some great topics out there to discuss. Okay guys, speak to you soon. Bye.